When talking about major scales, it might be a little daunting to talk about so many different combinations of so many different notes, even if we can do the long way to figure out the whole process of making the skips between here and here, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, and 1. But there's an easier way to go about this. Instead of looking at the individual notes, we can kind of find patterns, and here's what I mean by that. If you look at here, C major has 0 sharps and flats. We can do that for 0. If we look at C sharp, we can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sharps. C sharp is the same one. So there are 7 sharps. And if we continue, we'll do this a little quickly, but we will see a pattern kind of rear itself. Okay, so we got D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. That would be 2 sharps. Here in E flat major, we have 3 flats. 3 flats. E major has 4 sharps. If I put these in correctly. There we go, 4 sharps. F major has just 1 flat. F sharp major has 6 sharps. 6 sharps. G major has 1 sharp. And maybe you won't see a pattern here, but that's okay. But if we're just going in order here, C, C sharp, D, E flat, that kind of thing. We're doing the order there rather than an actual order here. But we will be able to sort these a different way, and we'll see kind of a pattern emerge there. A flat major has 4 flats. That's correct. Cool. A major has 3 sharps. And B flat major has 2 flats. And finally, B major has 5 sharps, just like that. Okay, so if we order these in order, we get this, and this is kind of an interesting pattern. Let's go from flats to sharps. And we'll do it this way with 0 in the middle. So this will be like a number line, if you can imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flats, etc. And then this way will be sharps, 1 sharp, 2 sharp, 3 sharps, and 4 sharps, and 5 sharps. Okay, so if we do that, we get this. The most flats we have is, we have one that has, no, I wrote it as that. Okay, so we will do 4 flats as A flat major. And then we have 3 flats, which is E flat major. And I'll put this is 4, this is 3. E flat 2 flats is B flat major. And then we have F major with 1. Okay, right there. Okay, C major has 0. Let's go ahead and put this in a different color. C major has 0. Okay, and then we got 1 sharp. Let's go yellow here. Let's go blue. We got F and then C, and then 1 sharp is G. G with 1. Oops, I can just write the number 1. 1 sharp. The next one is D major, right there. D major has 2 sharps. The next one is 3 with A major. Number 4 is E major. Number 5 is, that's not a 5. That's a 5. Number 5 is B major all the way at the bottom. 6 sharps is F sharp major. F sharp. And finally we have 7 sharps, and that will be C sharp major. Now there's one more way to go about this. So you might be wondering, well, why does this end? Why does this not have 5? And that's because it's overlapping. 5, 6, and 7 kind of overlap. 5 is D flat major, which is the same as C sharp. 6 is G flat major, which is the same as F sharp. And 7 is C flat major, which is the same as B. So these are kind of pairs over here. Okay, but let's look at something a little more interesting. If you look at C major, it has 0 sharps. And let's do flats first. So we're going to go this way. Okay, if we look at F major, the flat in F major is simply B flat. B flat is the only flat. If you look in B flat major, we have B flat and we have E flat. B flat and E flat. So we have B flat again, but we're adding E flat. And if you look at E flat major, the next one is A flat. We have E flat already. and B flat. So we're adding A flat. So all we're doing is if you put them in order here with the flats going this way, we're simply adding a flat each time. So like if you knew the order of flats, you could do this. You could write out the scales really quickly. Watch this. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And we know that B flat is the only one flatted in F, right? Because it's nothing plus B flat, so we add B flat. If you had or B flat major, so you write B, or you could just do B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And we know, based on this, that C has 0, F has 1, B flat has 2, so B flat has B flat and E flat. We just add all the flats. And so if you go in this order, it's kind of easy, and we'll see this continue. It's kind of easy to make these scales based on smaller information. All you need is this. You don't necessarily need all this. You don't have to do it the long way with 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1 that we've seen previously. It's a little bit easier to go about it this way. Okay, but let's continue looking at the flats. Let me erase this. Okay. So we have A flat adds just A flat is here. A flat adds a D flat. Everything else, we have a B, E, A, and now D flat. B, E, A, and now D flat. D flat, if you look here, I'll kind of go a little bit quicker, make a little shortcut happen. If you look here, there's kind of a correlation here. It adds the new key, so if you put them in order, it kind of just adds the new key here. B flat adds the next one, which is E flat. A flat adds the next one, which is D flat, that kind of thing. So this one, if you look at this logic, this one adds there, and this one will add a new one, and it will be G flat, and this one will add a new one, and it will be C flat. And we kind of end there. Again, if you were to go further this way, if you were to do 8, you would need to use double flats, and that's a little difficult and not really common. If you really need to use double flats, you would just call it one of these instead. In fact, if you went one more, it would be F flat major, but we would just use E instead. Okay. So let's go this way. Now we're looking at sharps. They work a little bit differently, but not to worry. There is still something similar about them. Okay. Let's go yellow. Okay. So G is the first one. G adds F sharp. G adds F sharp. D adds, let's find out. D is up here. D adds C sharp. We have F sharp. We need the new one is C sharp. A major. Excuse me. A major has C sharp, F sharp, and now G sharp. So F, C, and G sharp. E major. I'm running out of observability, I guess. So we have E, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and now D sharp. F, C, G, and now D sharp. So all we're doing is adding one new one as we get to our new scale. It's kind of useful to see this pattern, and it really simplifies. B major has 5. B major adds this A sharp. We got F, C, G, D, and now A. F, C, G, D, and now A sharp. F sharp major is the one with 6, right there. F sharp major adds the E sharp. So we got F, C, G, D, A, and now E sharp like this. And finally, you can do a process of elimination. We have all 7 here. It will add B sharp. Or you can look over here for 7 sharps, and the last one is B sharp. Okay? So, and there you have the orders of sharps and the orders of flats. We'll see how we can use this information to help us more next time. But watch this. These are the orders of the order of flats. And this is how you can remember them easier. Order of flats. Bead, the word bead, this is how I do it, because you got B-E-A-D, right? B-E-A-D flat, so B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, bead, and then G, C, and the last one here is going to be F. C flat major, the new one would be F. Okay, so B-E-A-D, and then simply, this is what I learned, is gum, candy, fruit. This is the way I learned it. Bead, gum, candy, fruit. The other way to think about it, if you like math a lot, for example, is greatest common factor. If you don't like math, that's okay. Greatest common factor. I had a couple friends and students that were really into math, so this worked better for them. They were able to remember easier. Gum, candy, fruit is kind of silly, but greatest common factor is something that you learn in math class anyway. And then we have the order of sharps, order of sharps, order of sharps. And here's the one I learned, fat for F, right? F sharp, we're doing these right here. This is going to be fat, cats, go down, alleys, eating, bananas. And you can do fat cats go down alleys eating burgers or babes or bodacious bombs, whatever you want to say. Make it your own, or you can just simply make your own from the get-go. You can do like French cars go, I don't know. So you can make up your own, whatever's easier for you. Again, this is to help you remember the order here. F, C, G, D, A, E, and B, and then B, E, A, D, G, C, F. The interesting thing about this, the last part about this is, watch this. This is B, E, A, D, G, C, F. This is B, E, A, D, G, C, F in reverse order. So B, E, A, D, G, C, F, or you can go B, E, A, D, or F, C, G, D, A, E, B. Fat cats go down alleys eating bananas.